Stay tuned, and I'm going to show you how to start selling on eBay for beginners. Welcome back to Nateypie's Trinkets and Doodads. I'm sorry I've been gone. I know I did the video, said dealing with some just mental issues, and then I was dealing with some health issues. But it's okay because I'm getting my life turned around, and I can only go up from here for the most part. So, first, if you're wanting to sell on eBay, it is so crucial to research the product. There are so many people I know that are like, oh, look, for an example, I knew some people that wanted to sell Thai Beanie Babies. Terrible market, stay away, stay away. And then they were like, well, I saw a Princess Diana Beanie Baby on eBay for $100,000. But if you look at, people got them listed from 99 cents to $100,000. Plus, if you go to solds, you're not going to see that. You may see one, maybe $14 someone overpaid. But it's so crucial to research your product before you list it. I mean, you can list anything that you want for whatever price you want. But guess what? It doesn't mean someone's going to buy it. So make sure you research. On the side, on the filters on eBay, you can do solds and completed. And make sure you look at that, because if you just get on eBay, I have people all the time when I want to go out and buy something, if I'm yard selling, talking to people at auctions, they're like, well, did you see on eBay? Let's go for $100. Yeah, but you did not click on completed. And when you click on completed, you're looking at the item and it's like, oh, wow, it sold for $5 or $9. So research your product. I cannot emphasize that more. If not, you're going to be very disappointed of the amount that you're going to make off something. Number two, the second thing that is important when you're starting is your title and description. You want to make sure that you're clear. I always put, for example, I'll have up in my title, if it's something to do with, say, Christmas ornament, I'll put the brand name of the ornament, I'll put Christmas, holiday, collectible, and then what year it was made. Just be very clear in your title to hook someone in. I try to include as much as I can because there's a characteristic limit in the title, because more than likely you're not going to have someone that's going to click on the title, click on your listing, go down to the description, and then read a whole novel. People are going to look at your title, that's going to bring them in, that's what's going to sell. So make sure you can include as much as you can. Even, I know people say it does not matter anymore, just the way eBay set up, but I still do it for the algorithm. But I always put, like, if it's new, used, fair in my title. And to me, that stops people from having, if they want it, they're going to click it, they're going to buy it. Because they're not going to click on it on my listing and then go down to my description and see, oh, is this used, fair? Which I know eBay, you can filter that out in your results, but I always put in the title to protect myself. And then in the description, it is so important, because when I first started, I got burned a few times because I said, look at the pictures for conditions. Now I'll put look at the picture for conditions, and then I'll actually describe if there's any kind of defect between the box, the product, any scratches, because people just don't look closely to pictures. And then they get it and they're disappointed. So if you describe everything that is wrong with the product, if it's used, even if it's new, if the box is open or the box is damaged a little bit, put that in the description, because if for some reason your customer were to return that and you did not have that in the description, eBay's more than likely could side with them. But on the other hand, if you end up putting everything that possibly could be wrong in the description, then eBay is more than likely to side on your side, being like, hey, look, to the customer, like, hey, you messed up, you bought this, it was in the description, they were clear. So just cover yourself. Do not make a mistake on the description and then don't be vague. Like, be as detailed as you can. I'm not saying spend a ton of money. Spend a ton of time on it, because time is money, and you don't want to be you don't want a listing to take you 5-10 minutes each one, or you're going to get burned out fast. So remember, title is important, and then description is important. And I always put in, because I'm just quick with the shipping, I always put fast shipping in my description, and hopefully that gets some bites too when they're like, oh, this eBayer cares about when he's going to ship it out, cares about his customer. So that's just another thought. The fourth is the selling format. For me, I've not had success with auctions. I've heard if you have like a Apple product, if you're doing electronics, I don't do so many electronics just because just all the scams that are out there. I try to stay away from that. But I've never had success with auctions. I know a lot of people say if you have something expensive, you know that it's going to sell and people are going to bid on it, and eBay's going to see that people are looking at your item, get you into the algorithm where multiple people see that item. Then yeah, start an auction, start it at $1, and it's always a risk. You never know. It's eBay. So what I do for my items, I do buy it now. Anything that is over, which it doesn't sound like a lot, but anything that is over $10, I'll allow people to make an offer because I charge shipping. So, except on my small cosmetics and personal care items, if they're so lightweight, I don't charge shipping. It's built into my price. But I allow buy it now with best offer on anything over $9.95. And to me, that has been very successful to me. And I quit doing free shipping on the bigger things because it just wasn't working out for me. People want my products, they buy it, they pay for shipping, they don't care. So it is so crucial to make sure that on your selling format, in my opinion, if it's just an inexpensive item or some rare collectible and you want to be for sure what you're going to make, do it, buy it now. Auctions for me are too risky. I know I had 1 or 2 auctions that actually completed with a bidder. One bidder, I lost money on both items because it was a $1 win for them. So congratulations to those 2 customers. It's my fault. You can't be mad. Don't take it off or don't end the listing because you're not making enough, because that's going to reflect badly on you, and eBay keeps track of that. So right now, I'm proud to say I'm a top seller status, but it's taken a lot of work to get there. And if you start canceling items in your auction because you did not like the price you got, eBay will shut that down. So to me, know what you're wanting, know what you're going to get, buy it now. You don't have to do best offer if you don't feel comfortable with it. It's just something that I like to kind of get into the eBay algorithm when I'm going back and forth with potential customers. So just something to keep in mind. The fifth item, or the fifth topic I want to discover on begin selling on eBay, sorry, I had a little stutter fit there, is shipping. So I know some people say they do a flat fee for shipping. I don't personally do that. I've been burned on flat fees. I've been burned on free shipping. And I've also been burned on calculated shipping. So now I weigh everything and know what boxes I'm going to use for calculated shipping. So I don't get burned anymore, because unfortunately I did not weigh some things correctly before. And every single time I did it multiple times until I realized I was failing at this. But I did it multiple times to where I'd weigh something, or I'd think I knew what the weight was. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's like a pound or 2. And then for some reason, people like to buy from me from the West Coast, in Washington, California, Hawaii. And it would always be one of those people that would want something. So I had a $14 item for sale. Shipping was going to cost the person, I thought, because it was calculated, $20. But I ended up paying like $40 some. So it was a loss. I did not cancel the sale. It was my fault. I owned it. Unfortunately, you're going to take lumps like that. But hopefully you watch this, learn that you got to make sure you got your measurements correct and the weight. Just, I cannot emphasize that more. Make sure you have the weight and measurements so you don't get burned on calculated shipping. I know some people say they do flat rate, like one flat fee for shipping. I personally don't do that. If it works for you, great. I'm not saying it's wrong or not to do it, but it's just something that has not worked for me, so I stick with calculated. And then free shipping, again, I thought I could build it in the price, and then I'd have someone from the West Coast or even further in Hawaii order it, and then say they bought it for $30 for shipping, $30 outright free shipping, but it cost me $25, $30 or more sometimes because of the weight. Because again, I wasn't weighing it because eBay automatically puts in dimensions and weight. So you have to check your calculated shipping and make sure you do that correctly. If not, for some reason, their estimates are way off. So do the work. I know it's probably going to be annoying to weigh your item and get the measurements of the box you're going to be using, but it's worth it in the long run. It takes an extra 2 minutes, if that. So don't get burned, because like I said, I had an item for free shipping, $25, $30, and it ended up costing me $25, $30 to ship it to them, so I made nothing. I actually made negative because of eBay's fees and PayPal fees at the time. Right now I'm on the managed payments through eBay, which I can go into that in another video. But I hope you learned something. So remember, first, number one, research. Research, research, research. Number two, title and description. My emphasis is on the title. You have to have a good title that people are actually looking for. What I always suggest is see what other competitors are putting in their titles, and then also if you're doing something with electronics, I would go to the manufacturer of the electronic itself and see how they're advertising. I would not trust other eBayers. I'm not saying every eBayer is wrong, but don't trust. Do your homework. So make sure you have a good title. Make sure everything's listed in the description. Number three, one thing I forgot to cover, but I'm going to cover it now, photography. And I'm sorry if this is out of whack, but this would be number 5, even though I said shipping was number 5. Photography is so crucial. Take your own pictures. Get some cheap lighting. I got some lighting when I first started at Walmart for like $10. And I got a trifold cardboard white cutout with a white cardboard to put on the base. So there's no distraction when someone's looking at your pictures. Make sure they're not blurry. I've had issues where I've had to go back and take pictures and it's annoying. So make sure your pictures look good, because if they don't, people are not going to continue. More than likely they're not going to buy it, because I've had items where I knew I had some crappy pictures up and they never sold until I retook the pictures. So just take the time, retake the pictures, and try to get every angle. Only measure it if you think someone's going to ask you a question about it, but otherwise I don't measure it. I just list it after I've taken the pictures, and I always make sure to point out, like pointing with my finger, any flaw, scratch, defect on the box or the product itself. So sorry this is a little messed up. So number 3 will be photography. Number 4 is the selling format. I suggest go and buy it now, but it doesn't mean I'm right. So if you have something expensive, you know people are going to look for it and get bids, and you feel like taking a risk, then do an auction. But I'm all for buy it now and best offer, so you can negotiate with people. And then the 5th one, which I'm pretty sure I've already said 5 somewhere else, is shipping. Make sure that you're doing the work to weigh it and measure it for the shipping so you don't get burnt. My preference is calculated shipping. Like I said, if you want to do free shipping, that's, more power to you if it's working for you. If you want to do flat rate, where you just charge one flat fee for shipping, go for it. If it works for you, great. If not, I suggest doing calculated shipping. So then wherever you're not, as long as you do the homework on the weight and the measuring, you should not be burned on that. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below. Make sure you hit the bell notification to get updated for any new videos. I'll be posting quite a bit more. Let me know in the comments what you thought and if you like this. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm right, just my preferences. I hope everyone has a great day, and remember, be kind.